The disbursement is expected to start on Wednesday. The release of funds later will be signed. Payments will commence immediately. This is the current happening in the grant space at the moment that is going around all over the social media and the grant community. Listen to what is currently going on as Osim report on the meeting yesterday after the meeting, and he briefed us on what is currently going on. Someone sent him a message that he replied, and this is more or less allied to the IMF disbursement grant that all and everybody is expecting for. Pay attention to this information. Good morning, dear brother, Dr. Sim. We have heard different version of the story. Please, can you tell us the real update about what happened in the meeting? How how please how authentic is this update below? Listen to the update below. They are out of the meeting and the IMF rejected it that Nigeria is not an Islamic country, and above all, the money is not for religious use. IMF insisted on going ahead with the disbursement after their meeting tomorrow, as they reschedule to meet tomorrow morning. This is a result of the just concluded meeting tonight. We all need to pray for God's divine touch on those that will attend the meeting tomorrow to kick start the disbursement and say no to federal government proposal. Wow, that is the latest update right now, that there was a meeting yesterday and IMF decided to go ahead with the disbursement when federal government objected that at the moment there's a occasion that is ongoing, that is the fasting of the Muslim, and therefore they have to shift, and IMF rejected it, and of course that leads to the new date for a meeting of which they are having it today. Let's listen to what Osim have to say about this very issue. The message, don't forget, the message was sent to Osim to reply as to the situation because he's close to the corridor of the power. So listen to what Osim have to say about this situation about the disbursement also. Good morning, grant community. I want to correct the above update before it spread and gives people false hope. I am providing a new accurate update based on what happened in yesterday's meeting. There is been a disagreement between the government and the IMF regarding the disbursement date. The government proposed disbursement for next Wednesday, citing Muslim celebration, but the IMF rejected this date. This rejection led to a heated exchange between the two parties. The IMF ex- with the IMF expressing frustration over repeated postponement. This happened in the meeting when IMF wanted to disburse and federal government object that they should start the disbursement on Wednesday, considering the Muslim fasting, and of course the IMF rejected based on the fact that they've been postponing this disbursement for many times. And let's listen to what the IMF said in that meeting. The IMF concern are rooted in its objective, which include promoting international monetary cooperation, facilitating the expansion and balanced growth of international trade, and promoting exchange stability. The IMF objective is to make sure the meeting the con they meet the condition of the masses and to restore balance and price stability in countries facing economic challenges. In this extent, in this context, the IMF rejected of the proposed disbursement date might be seen as a push for more stringent conditions or a faster resolution to the economic issues at hand. Kenya is being cited as an example of a successful IMF disbursement. The implication is that if the IMF could facilitate a smooth disbursement in Kenya, it's possible to do the same in this case. There is some sensitive information that I can't share publicly. However, the key takeaway is that disbursement is expected to start on Wednesday. The release of the fund later will be signed. Payment will commence immediately. This update is authentic and positive development indicating that the disbursement process is moving forward. A message of encouragement and faith. I am I am urging everyone to stay positive, adjust your expectation, and hope alive with keep hope alive with trust in a higher power. I'm confident that everything will work out and you will receive what's due to you by next week. Stay strong and let's look forward to a brighter future. Be in the attitude of praying for Apostle Ken Wakama, IMF, CBM, and government will surely do their work. This message came this early morning, of course, from OSIM platform, encouraging the masses that the disbursement would definitely happen on Wednesday. And of course, that was the date federal government proposed, of which IMF did not agree, given the fact that they had to do it and do it speedily. But then, considering the fact that the Muslim are praying, they said they have to shift it. Of course, we don't know how this is true, but most of the time, or same update sometimes can be like a scam, because he will say this at the end of the day. Wednesday will pass, nothing will happen. But we pray that God would uh, make this one not to be like the previous update he has been giving to the grants community, because all these things can raise hope. All these things can make people to believe and go to maybe go as far as owing, buying something on credit because of this kind of update, and we don't support that. We should be sure of what we bring on air for people to consume. It is very important. Thanks for joining us. Of course, I made a video recently concerning what Madam Ngozi Zuela came out to say that we should pray. And maybe this is one of the reasons why she said we should pray, and we trust that everything goes well. Thanks for joining us, and we are committed to update you, Good News Live update, on what is currently happening as it stands now. We are expecting on Wednesday, according to Usim, that disbursement will happen, and we pray that it happens as he said. Stay tuned, and if you are new to our channel, consider to subscribe, turn on the bell for notification, as we are here to update you in the grant community.